Yo, welcome all sports fans, YouTubers, Facebookers, social media across the nation. This is In the Paint with Red. For Devontae Roan, I'm your host, Carlos Clayton, and we got a jam-packed afternoon, and it's all about Kyrie Irving. Before we do that, let you guys know, please subscribe to Uneducated Network, where you can check out In the Paint with Red, check out my show, Uneducated Sports Talk, check out everybody's show going on, man. But if you subscribe, you'll get our show first content, and so be on the lookout because we got mad stuff going on, man, crazy stuff going on. So, but we're not worried about that right now. We're about Kyrie Irving jumping ship, basically being his own man, telling LeBron, I want to be traded, telling the Cavaliers organization, trade me. I do not want to be here. It's crazy talk, man. So, for our first second in the lane, my man Red, tell him. What's going on with Kyrie? And why now? Why now?
I mean, I can't even explain it right now, man. I just think it's just a wild experience. What's going on right now. Kyrie asking to be traded is like, getting punched in the mouth. You know what I'm saying? It's like, whoa. I mean, you've been with us for 3 years. Well, the 3 years that I've known. Well, actually, no, you've been there with us for 7 years, actually. And now all of a sudden you coming out the gates. Because now that LeBron is there, you don't want to be able to play with him no more. So now you want out. So it's like, why didn't you say this a long time ago? You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
But it's crazy. I think it's wild. But I mean, hey, if he wants to be gone, he can be gone.
Do you think it's more he wants to be his own man? He wants to be the focal point? Because everyone's using that word focal point, and which is kind of true. He wants to be the man, the guy on the team. But is it more of he knows that, or he cannot trust LeBron's decision to stay for next year? Because he's thinking maybe he might bail on me and leave me with this bad team that's going on. So is it more of him just wanting to be his own guy, or is it more of he doesn't trust LeBron to stay with Cleveland?
I mean, I think it's more of him wanting to be his own person. Yes, I understand you are an offensive wizard. I mean, you can do things with the ball that I ain't never seen before. So I think that it's more of him want to be the more of an alpha dog to show the world that he can take over and lead teams and even get to the finals if he wanted to. He can lead a team now, and that's what I think. But I mean, as far as just wow, I mean. Just why? I mean, I just want an answer. Like, why did you just come out and say you want to be traded? And you've been with us for the last 7 years. We drafted you in 2011, and now all of a sudden now you want to get traded. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we all know 2014 came around. He already played a few years in Cleveland on some bad teams, but they were still. I give them. I give them credit for being bad because LeBron had just left 2 years prior to that, or 3 years prior to that, excuse me, and you're kind of shell-shocked. So I understand why they, were kind of bad Kyrie's first couple years. Now, he's learned, and he's gotten a whole lot better now. So when people say he was the focal point of a team at one point, that team was bad. But the whole thing is 2014 comes around, it's Kyrie Irving's turn to get an extension or contract. David Griffin, who was then GM, we all know he got fired a few weeks ago, or resign, whatever happened. But we know that he gave Kyrie a vision. He said, if you accept this 5 years, $100 million deal, we got the whole team on your back. We want you to be our leader. So he said, 5 years, $100 million, you're our leader. We'll play a brand of style that suits you, up and down pace. And he basically said, from sources said they wanted to be Phoenix Suns in the East. You'll be our Steve Nash, except you're a better scorer than Steve Nash is. Steve Nash can still score, but when you talk about creating for himself, that's Kyrie Irving. You get that, then a day later, LeBron comes out. Everyone knows the SI magazine. He comes out and says, I'm back, Cleveland. And then all of a sudden, Kyrie for a 24-hour period was the man. He was Batman. And then the next 24 hours, he comes to the realization that he's actually Robin now. Mm-hmm. So that kind of can put something on it. It's weird because everyone said that his idol is Kobe Bryant. And when you learn from Kobe and you're in that Mamba class, Kyrie's in that Mamba class. He wants to be his own guy. He never liked the fact that LeBron came in. If LeBron came in and probably gave him like, hey, it's me and you. We got this. I really don't think LeBron gave him that kind of push.
Right.
You know, so when you're, same thing with Shaq and Kobe. Mm-hmm. Shaq never went to Kobe and said, hey, little fella, it's me and you. Let's do this. I don't think Shaq ever did that. Shaq was like, this dude is good. I'm going to try to be better because I want to take my shine. Now, Shaq and Kobe is a whole lot different from Kyrie Irving and LeBron James. Totally two different things because Shaq and Kobe went blow to blow when it came out to verbal. Right. But it's kind of the same thing. Do you think it was fair for Kyrie to come out at this time to say that? Or could he have waited? Because he'd have said it 2-3 weeks earlier or known about it 3 weeks earlier. They could have gotten a Paul George or could have gotten maybe more talks about Carmelo Anthony or talks about Jimmy Butler before David Griffin gets fired. So was it a good idea for him to come out right now, or should he have come out with it earlier?
I think he should have came out with it earlier, like after the finals ended. If you wanted to be traded, you should have said something right then and there, so we can at least start, making trade scenarios, talking to other teams and talking to different organizations about a possible trade.
Okay.
I mean, now it's been over a month. Over a month now, and the finals has been over, and now it's like, all of a sudden now you want to get traded, So if you would have said this 2-3 weeks ago, maybe we would have, dealed you off to Indiana, or we could have dealed you off to Oklahoma City, or to somewhere, or New York, or somewhere you want to go. But, I mean, now all of a sudden now you want to say this, and now deals has already been done. Now it's going to be kind of difficult to trade, because now we have to get something in return in order to unload you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's going to be wild, but, I mean, you just got to come with it.
I got you. Now, getting back to my LeBron talk, I want to know, because LeBron has his guys. You know that Tristan Thompson and you know that J.R. Smith are part of his best friend, which is Rich Paul. That's Tristan Thompson and J.R. Smith's agent. He got the money. Way more money than they really deserve, but that's part of having the power of the organization.
Right.
The organization paid Tristan Thompson $18 million a year. You're paying J.R. Smith almost $10 million. So, with LeBron always saying, I need help, I think maybe Kyrie got a little feeling that, is he talking about me? Like, you need someone better than me? Am I part of that you need help thing going on? Am I not good enough? Is that why you're always having these talks about going to L.A. or always having these one-year deals to fill out your options? Am I not that good enough? And that's that Kobe Bryant mentality in Kyrie Irving. But how much is LeBron to be blamed for Kyrie wanting to leave? Because LeBron could have easily, going back to what I was saying, LeBron could have easily, tapped him on the shoulder and say, I need you. You're just as big of a part of this organization as I am. I don't think he ever did that. Now, how much is LeBron to be actually blamed for Kyrie wanting to be out?
I mean, I think LeBron is fully to blame because, I mean, he came in, they like you said, they told this man that he was going to be the man. And he was going to be the Batman. And then next thing you know, you come back, okay, now he's Robin. So I'm like, so I can't blame Kyrie for being, wanting to get traded, but still I blame LeBron because you came in and took this man's role, and now all of a sudden now we got a championship, we got together, and we did special things, but now all of a sudden now he wants to leave because of the fact that you came in, you changed his whole style of playing, playing games played, and now it's like he don't want to do that anymore. He don't want to be the second option. He say he was the help. He is the help.
Yeah.
So why is LeBron complaining about wanting more help when you have Kyrie Irving right there and he can obviously take over games? Cause like I said, if it wasn't for Kyrie Irving, I think we never won the finals.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
Kyrie hit the shot. You didn't hit it. Tristan didn't hit it. J.R. Smith didn't hit it. I mean, Kyrie Irving hit it. You feel what I'm saying? So I just feel like, yes, you came in, took that man role, and now he sees that he was a part of it because he did sign a new deal, so he was a part of it. But now he sees that it's not going to work out. It's time to go.
I said it on my show yesterday. I said it that I think that he just beat LeBron to the punch.
Yeah.
To be honest, because no one knows what LeBron is going to do, and sources say even LeBron doesn't know what he wants to do. And we all know the last 2 times when LeBron had to make a decision to leave like this, and he didn't know what he was going to do. He wound up leaving his respective teams. Kyrie is basically saying, I don't want to be stuck with this team. One, this team is in the luxury cap, over the luxury cap, bad. So we can't get anybody useful. So he knows that if LeBron leaves, he can't get anybody useful. 2, if LeBron leaves, the whole team is based around LeBron's style of play, which is the half-court game. Kyrie cannot succeed with that group.
Right.
And 3, it's just a bad situation. If he leaves, he's stuck 2 more years basically with that bad group,
right.
And he doesn't want it anymore. He's like, I'm not gonna. So he can kind of thank LeBron, to be honest, because now in this day and the age where players are calling the shots now more than management. So LeBron is the kind of the new millennium guy who came in and took over money talks, and he's got all this player option deals going on where everyone's doing a 2-year player option now for the last year. So they're being their own guy. Kyrie is basically saying, if I didn't say nothing now, I was going to reap the unbenefits later.
Right.
So I don't blame him at all for wanting to leave, because you don't know. LeBron is so secretive in his stuff that he's going to do. If LeBron tells you, hey, I guarantee you, I'm staying, I'm down. I think Kyrie stays with the Cavaliers. But if LeBron didn't even tell Dwayne Wade until about an hour or 2 before he left Miami, I'm going to Miami, I'm going back to Cleveland. What do you think he'll do with Kyrie? Because him and Dwayne Wade are close. But he only told Dwayne probably about an hour before he signed with Cavaliers, hey, what's up, man? Look, I'm going to Cleveland. My bad. D-Wade like, damn, I thought I was your boy. You could have told me about at least about a week ago.
I know, something.
So just imagine what he'll do with Kyrie.
Yeah.
So Kyrie like, I don't want to be there, man. So that's crazy talk, but that was the first second in the lane. We're going with 2 seconds in the lane now, and I want to know if Kyrie does get traded, Red, where do you think he's going? Because there's been trade he preferred. San Antonio was his number 1 option.
Right.
Then backdoor, you got Minnesota, you have Miami, and New York, because he's basically from New York in his United States world. He's from Australia, but he's a New York guy. Right. So now out of those picks, there's San Antonio, Greg Popovich, Minnesota, Tom Thibodeau, Miami, Eric Spoelstra. All 3 really, really great head coaches. And then you have New York because he's from New York. But we all know all that's not going to be realization because it's still a trade. He has to be traded. He's not a free agent. So with that being said, where do you think his next destination is if he leaves?
I would have to say maybe New York, maybe.
Okay.
I picked New York because they really don't have anybody but Carmelo and Kristaps Porzingis. And, if he goes there, he'll help that team out a lot. Maybe make an 8th seed or a 7th seed in the East. You can't do that. But I can see him being a good fit out there. But same thing too. What are they going to get? What are they going to get for that deal?
Because the Knicks have flat out said we are not putting Kristaps Porzingis in this deal. We're not. Right. They said we will trade Carmelo and give you a 1st-round pick for the next 2 years for Kyrie. And do you think the Cavaliers will budge on that? You think so?
I think the Cavaliers should budge on that. Okay. He said he wants out, so get a man what he wants. He said he wants out. I take on Carmelo, and I take the 2 1st-round picks, and I would go with that and just build from that. Obviously I'll have a draft pick obviously next year and the following year, so I'll be able to be in the draft and get. Get a nice little draft pick out of, anything, what I'm saying, just something.
You think that the Cavaliers would take that chance of put him in the East? You think they'll do that? It is New York, though, and that team isn't well balanced to make a deep run in the playoffs, so I think New York is probably the best Eastern Conference team to bring him to. But
because, if you trade away Carmelo, it's just him and Porzingis. I mean, they really don't have
Right.
anybody outside of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then you're not gonna beat on LeBron and Carmelo and the Love and
Gotcha.
you know what I'm saying, JR and Tristan. So I mean, I kind of feel like if they do trade New York, he probably, like I said, he probably get an 8th spot or a 7th seed. You know what I'm saying? He might make the playoff, barely, but I mean, it'll be more better for him because he won't have any help. He'll start from the bottom.
Heard that. My man Red, he said it first. New York, watch out. You might be getting Kyrie pretty soon, man. It's his hometown, too. So that was 2 seconds in the lane. On to 3 seconds in the lane. Enough of that Kyrie talk for just a second. Let's talk John Wall now. John Wall gets a 4-year, $170 million extension offer, right? It's just sitting there. And he sat there for about a week and some change with the offer still on the table. They said, sleep over it. Take your time. It'll be right here when you want it. John Wall said, you know what? I'm tired of being broke.
Yeah.
So John Wall officially accepts the 4-year, $170 million extension to stay with the Washington Wizards. I think it's through 2023. I'm not sure, but he's going to be there for a long time.
Right.
What does it say about the Wizards, and what does it say about the Eastern Conference with the Wizards? Do the Wizards still a threat with John Wall signing that extension? Are they a threat anytime soon?
They might can be. I mean, they lost to a very good Celtics team last year, where I think they could have beat.
Yes, it could have been
easily, but they didn't. So I mean, I still think they're probably a good top 4 in the East. You know what I'm saying? With obviously Cleveland, Boston, and I don't know who else. Probably
there's Milwaukee. Philadelphia might be up and coming. Yeah. Milwaukee's definitely an up and coming team in that
Philly,
conference.
I see them in the top tier, and I'll probably say Toronto too.
Okay.
So yeah, I can see that they are like very, very like just like crazy, but yeah.
It's still the East. It's still the East. He signed the deal, but as long as LeBron is in the East, playing for whatever, he's going to be the ruler of that conference. We all know that. So, in my opinion, it makes you stay relevant. At least the Wizards want to stay relevant in the game, so that makes you stay relevant. It might not get you any championships anytime soon, but you'll stay relevant.
Yeah, but also too, I'm very happy for the man. Signed a 4-year deal, $170 million. That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
Get your money, man.
Yes,
get your money.
And use it wisely, my son. Use it wisely.
Get your money, man.
So that was 3 seconds in the lane. First second, we talked about Kyrie and his decision to be asked for a trade. Second in the lane was where's Kyrie going? 3 seconds in the lane. John Wall got paid, man. That's all we got to say. He got paid. On to other news now. Spurs news. Paul Gasol signed a 3-year deal. Manu Ginobili is staying as well for 1 more year. The Spurs, they love their old guys. And they keep them there. They keep them satisfied. Right. We all know that Paul Gasol had a $16.2 million player option, and he declined it to take a 3-year deal, and no one knows the money. So you know what that means. It's probably going to be a cheap deal. San Antonio's saying, we got you when you retire. We got you, homie. So Manu comes back for 1 more year, one last hurrah. He's probably getting paid the minimum, which is about $1 million, and to stay 1 more year. Manu's like 57 years old. Paul Gasol's like 47. So I mean, these guys, but they love their old guys though. The glue guys are like that though. Yeah. But San Antonio just does what San Antonio does, right? They keep all their guys in, man, and they're looking for another 50-win season, bringing those guys in. Do you think that even without Kyrie, they're still a top 2 team in the West, right? Yeah. I mean, you got Kawhi Leonard. Can you imagine if they do bring Kyrie Irving in there though?
I really can. You know what I'm saying? When I'm Kyrie and keeping Aldridge and keeping Kawhi and then Danny Green.
You bring in Kyrie, you got to get rid of Aldridge. You bring in Kyrie because Aldridge already says that he does. It's too tough being a team that's championship ready. We all know that Aldridge is having his difficulties in San Antonio. So if Kyrie is going to San Antonio, Aldridge will be the deal to leave out. He has the money, the flexibility to be traded for. But Cavs aren't dumb. You can't trade Kyrie to San Antonio. the worst case scenario is Kyrie goes to San Antonio. They dethrone the Warriors. They play the Cavaliers in the finals.
Yeah.
Kyrie Irving is in Finals MVP. You know, like, so that'll be a stab in the heart.
Yeah.
He's not going to San Antonio. As much as I would love that, because I'm sort of a Spurs fan, or
Right.
I root for them. He's not going over there, man. But so shout out to Paul Gasol, 3-year deal. He's 37 years old. He wants to play 3 more years.
Yeah.
He's saying I'm playing till I'm 40, man. So shout out to him. But on bigger news than that, we got Derrick Rose. This is before the Kyrie Irving talk. Derrick Rose is still talking about going to the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Right.
He just met with the Lakers on Thursday, and now he's meeting up with the Cleveland Cavaliers in a face-to-face meeting. So now it's kind of bigger because with Kyrie being out, they need someone to replace Kyrie if Kyrie does leave.
Right.
Derrick Rose, what's a better fit for him in this stage of his career right now? The Lakers, a rebuilding team going on. You got Lonzo Ball as your starting point guard, your future, or with the Cleveland Cavaliers, to where he can probably get on a championship team right now and do what he does. What's best fit for him?
I really think he should join the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Okay.
Because I mean, you're very injury prone.
Right.
You already know that. You're very fragile. So I mean, and your career probably not gonna last long because of injuries. So I kind of feel like you are kind of like almost out of your like superstar mentality. So you might as well just go and join the Cleveland Cavaliers and like, hop on the train and hopefully make it to the finals and win. I mean, and with that being said, if Kyrie does leave, you will also be an automatic starter. You know what I'm saying? So you will take over the point guard position and come in and play at a high level. I mean, you are our MVP. You know what I'm saying? I seen your MVP season, and boy, you act the fool.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So, I mean, Derrick Rose to the Cavaliers would be a very good fit. Even though, yes, we can't offer a lot of money, but we still can offer some money.
I think that's where I differ with you. I think in his stage of his career, I don't think Derrick Rose really cares about winning.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's some guys you can see that he doesn't really care about winning. I think ultimately if the Lakers can get him for $8 million, and the Cavaliers only trying to give him the mid-level, which is $5 million, I think he goes to the Lakers just because of the money. I don't think Derrick Rose is that kind of guy who really wants to win. He's more of a laid-back, chill-back kind of guy. You know, he just want to get his money.
Right.
But, I mean, if he does go, both situations will be beneficial. One was more money. Two, if he really wants to win a championship, Cleveland is where it's at. So, Derrick Rose, make a decision, man. They're waiting on you in a few days. So, he says he's not going to wait he's going to wait about a week, to make a decision. And it's funny, it's only 2 teams. That shows you how far from grace Derrick Rose is. He was the MVP, quoted as probably one of the best players in the league. He was at one point the second best player in the league in 2011. Now he's begging 2 teams to get on. So it just shows you in 6 years.
And if I was you, Derrick Rose, take the Cavaliers. Son.
Take the Cavaliers. All right.
Take the Cavaliers.
And speaking of Cavaliers, you know how we do it, you guys. At the end, we always have our Cleveland Cavaliers talk. We'll take a few minutes to talk about the state of the Cleveland Cavaliers. That is Redrick Rohn, a.k.a. Red. That is his team. So we're going to sit back, and you know that they're always in the news. And why fitting, Kyrie Irving is going through all this. He's a member of the Cleveland Cavaliers still right now. So let's talk Cleveland talk. Now, I want to know, with the Kyrie Irving situation, what does that, if he does leave, what does that potentially do for LeBron? And what does it do for the Cleveland Cavaliers? Let's talk LeBron. So LeBron, we've already said that if Kyrie would have stayed, I think LeBron would have left. I'm more saying that LeBron might just stay because Kyrie's gone. It kind of feels weird because Kyrie beat him to the punch. LeBron might stay in Cleveland an extra couple of years because it's already tough going to the West. All this Laker talk going on. LeBron going to the Lakers. Like, it's still the West, and who does the Lakers have anyways for him to join the Lakers besides Lonzo Ball and Brandon Ingram? They have nobody on the team. So what does this do for LeBron for this year and for next year when it comes down to free agency?
I think it's like it's going to help LeBron out because I mean he'll be able to take back over his team and be the man for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I really think if Kyrie does leave, I think he's gonna go back to his MVP status.
Okay.
Obviously, everybody knows he won 4 MVPs. So I mean, you can play at a level you can play with anybody. So it kind of doesn't help the organization because Kyrie, is a game changer.
Right.
And I mean, he did a lot of things for the organization that, I mean, without the help. Well, I would not say without the help of LeBron, but with the things that he did for him without LeBron, I mean, it's like it's eye opening. I mean, because he came in drafted. And he came in and did some things, and then LeBron came back, and it's like, no, you're not the man. And I mean, I just feel like that with the Cavs, the organization, I mean, it's just like crazy, man.
Yeah, man, it's looking kind of grim right now.
Yeah.
Earlier, our last show, we discussed winners and losers of free agency. And I was one of the ones, and even you were kind of like, they are having a bad offseason, though.
Yeah.
I did choose the Cavaliers as my personal loser. But now, with Kyrie potentially walking out, like, that's detrimental. I don't care who you can bring back. It won't help for this upcoming year because this is the year that LeBron really wants to see what this Cavaliers organization is all about.
Right.
Even though he's kind of to blame for the whole thing falling on, for what's going on. The Kevin Durant's joined the Warriors, and then now Kyrie wanted to leave because of all that situation going on. So LeBron's the focal point, but he still wants to, see what's going on because if he does leave, this Cavs organization is not going to have any draft picks.
Mm.
They're not going to have any players, good players,
Right.
besides Kevin Love, and they're not going to have any wins coming up. So they're like Brooklyn. Brooklyn gave all their picks to Boston. So all these sorry years Brooklyn has is not benefiting them at all because they can't get any players out of it.
Right.
So Cavs might go back to that, in the next couple of years if LeBron leaves. I still think LeBron and the Cavaliers are the best team in the East. It doesn't matter who LeBron has, but he's not worried about winning the conference final. He's worried about winning the NBA finals.
And another thing too, I still think the Cavs as an organization will get back to the finals with or without Kyrie Irving.
Right.
So I mean, if we can go out and sign Derrick Rose and trade away Kyrie Irving and probably trade him to New York for Carmelo, and we have 2 MVPs on the squad and a scoring champion, a 3-time Olympic gold medalist. So I mean, I think we have a good chance.
Hey, there you go. There you go.
Go back to the finals and hopefully beat the Warriors.
There we go. There we go.
So I mean, I'm not ruling it out. You know what I'm saying? Because Kyrie's gone. I mean, I'm still going to be a diehard Cavaliers fan, so let y'all know. People think that I might change because Kyrie will leave and then LeBron might leave. LeBron gone, he gone. Kyrie gone, he gone too. But we're going to try to make the best of it. We have to start from the bottom. We just got to start from the bottom until we get there, baby.
There we go.
I mean, it's just how it's going. It's just how it's got to be. I mean, yes, we don't have any money. We don't have any draft picks. But we will get back to the promised land. And I believe in that. Like believe land, baby.
Hey, well, you heard it first from my man Red. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It was basically a Kyrie Irving filled episode. NBA is back in full effect. It got us hyped and excited for the NBA regular season. Now we can't wait for that. Just when we thought the last season was a dull season, the NBA offseason brings us resurgency, and we are back ready to go, man. So, like, subscribe, comment. Check us out on Facebook. That's Devontae Roan, a.k.a. Red. My name is Carlos Clayton. We're from Lake Charles, Louisiana, if that helps. And so, like, all NBA talk in the paint with Red is going down. So, for Devontae Roan, I'm Carlos Clayton. Uneducated Network presents In the Paint with Red. Y'all know what it is. Stay smart. Stay uneducated. Peace.